Okay, so today I'm gonna go through and look at all of the drawings that I did for Inktober, and just kind of give my thoughts, my feelings, what I was feeling, what I was going for. Yeah, but first 500 subs. It's pretty good. I started my channel probably maybe 9 or 10 months ago. So I'm coming up on that 1 year mark. Feels good, slow but steady growth. But anyways, let's kind of get into it. Yeah, so this is my old sketchbook. I have like a ton of drawings. Maybe I'll make a video on it later, but this was the very first one that I did. This was the Stark sigil. I just kind of liked all of the colors. Really, it's three colors, really. Three or four colors. It's white, blue, and gray and black. But of course, it's like different shades of blue. But it's when you combine it, the contrast just really makes it have a metallic feel to it. But it's really just white and blue and black. But it's on the Strathmore tone tan paper. This is a pretty good book. It's a very, it's not textured, it's really smooth, but it has like a tan feel, a tan color to it. So when you put the white on it, it just kind of pops out a bit more than if you, of course, if you put it on white, you wouldn't see it. But yeah, and this is just Prismacolor colored pencils. But yeah, this is the first one. Pretty cool. The second one, I hope these are in order. I tried to put them in order. I'm not really sure if they're all in order. But the second one was the Rye Cage. I just saw this drawing and I wanted to do it. It looked pretty cool. Someone said that it has a Street Fighter kind of look to it, and it really does. It's pretty cool. I didn't think of that when I first saw it, but now I kind of do. But this is the Rye Cage, Ray Cage, sorry, Ray Cage. I think that's how you pronounce it. This was the second one, and this is from One Piece. I just like that there's so much colors in it, and just different variations of colors, and the composition of all the characters. It looks pretty cool. I haven't watched One Piece in a while though, but I just saw this and I really liked it, so I decided to draw it. And this is Tornado from One Punch Man. I think this took me like 3 hours to do, to sketch it out and color it. I just thought she was an interesting character. I like the green, so. But yeah, this was done mostly in Copic markers. Was it Copic or Prismacolor? I think it was Copic. Yeah, Copic markers. So yeah, pretty cool. Pikachu. To be honest, I just kind of rushed. I always planned to redraw this. This Pikachu, but it was really quick and easy because I did draw it before. Yeah, see? A little different, but still the same old Pikachu. Next is Vegeta Blue. This was done Copics. So, to be honest, this is one of my least favorite out of the Dragon Ball Z characters I did, and I did a lot. I did a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters simply because I don't know. There's just a lot out there. I've been watching a lot of Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super lately. Drawing videos. A lot of the speed drawing videos are Dragon Ball Super characters. This This is Superman, and let me move the drawings. This took me a lot longer to do than I thought it would. This took me like 5 or 6 hours, but I liked the look, the whole comic book look that it had. It was just really cool. It goes from really dark to light blue. I did this drawing 2 years ago, and then I just decided to go ahead and redraw it again. Let me see if I can actually. Just a second. Yeah, see? Go ahead and take it out. I did this 2 years ago in 2015. I did everything I do, but marker dropped. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, on to the next one. This is, of course, my favorite out of all the Dragon Ball Z pictures I did. This is Goku in his Ultra Instinct form. I've seen a lot of people do this form, but the Aurora, I haven't really seen anyone get the Aurora down, and so I was just like, you know what, let me go ahead and show people how it's done. let me do this real quick. But yeah, I just used Prismacolor pencils for the Aurora, and mostly Copic markers for his body, because they have a lot of skin tones, and then I could just use the color pencils to do a lot of mixing of the colors of it. I think I used like 2 or 3 different blues. 3 or 4. Blue and white, and then the black is also in color pencil. I went over marker then color pencil. But this is just pretty, it's like a blue flame behind him. It's pretty sick. But yeah, this one is Sasuke. This was pretty effortless. Really simple drawing. It just took a while to color it. There's a few different colors, but yeah, pretty cool. Sasuke. The next one is Pickle Rick. Really a big fan of this show, Rick and Morty. It's really good. If you haven't seen it, I suggest you check it out. But it's just like Rick can do anything that he wants, and it was one of my favorite episodes. He turned himself into a pickle to get out of therapy. But yeah, this was done in Copic markers, and of course with most of my drawings I just sketch it out and then outline it with Sakura micro ink pens. They're like $12 on Amazon, like $10 or $12, really cheap, but they're really good. But yeah, this is Goku, of course. Then One Punch Man. I saw this, I think it was on Pinterest or something like that. I just Google searched Saitama after I did the tornado drawing, and I was looking for just something that I liked, and I saw this, but it was like different. I changed it up a little bit, but that's the Sea King behind him, of course. And yeah, it just looked pretty cool. So I did everything in Prismacolor and Copic markers, and then the rain is just like white color pencil. The background is just gray. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm not sure if this is the right order, but we'll just go with it anyways. This is a Chihiro Chihiro, I think it is. Chihiro, something like that. But yeah, I saw this anime movie a couple of years ago. As a kid, decided to draw it. I don't know the director's name, but he's really good. So yeah. Oops. Okay, yeah, Chihiro. This took me a while. This is Broly, probably one of my favorite villains in Dragon Ball. He's not canon, but he has several movies, and you know, everybody knows who Broly is. I changed the hair up a little bit. It's blue, and he's a bit of a darker complexion, kind of like the character that I drew, the original character that I drew. What's his name? Oni or something like that. But I just, you know, I thought the color change would be pretty cool. Not too different from the original Broly. In the back, I used pastels. What's it, pastels? What is it called? It's like a chalk. I used the chalk for the background. And then Copics and the ink pen. But this turned out, this is probably my second favorite out of the Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball characters that I drew. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is Naruto's dad. I thought it was Naruto for a second, but someone corrected me on it. It is actually Naruto's dad. And wow, they look just alike when they're in their BU form. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna mess up the names. But yeah, this is Copic and colored pencils and Prismacolor markers. So really liked how this turned out. It was pretty simple to draw. All the drawings I did for Inktober were pretty easy to draw, pretty simple, like really straightforward. I don't want to say straightforward, just basic stuff, because I was drawing every day, so I couldn't make it too complex. But my drawings in the future are gonna be a lot, probably more realistic. But this is Naruto. You can see it. Yeah, bigger paper for this one. I was a big fan of Spirited Away, so of course I had to go and see Princess Mononoke. But I watched it like 2 weeks ago because everybody was telling me to go and see it, and I was such a big fan of Spirited Away. This was a really good movie. The drawing itself, this is color pencil and marker. I just like the composition. I wasn't too worried about the background. I kept it really simple because it wasn't really that important. I just wanted to fill it in though. But yeah, this is how it looks. This took me, I don't know, like a while, 7 hours probably. It's so crazy. Some of my drawings I would finish really fast and then get started on the next one, and then I'd finish it the next day. But this I started and finished in one day, of course. It's Static Shock, a throwback. A really good show that used to come on. Doesn't come on anymore, of course, but it felt really short-lived. It was still a good show. But yeah, Static, Mutant, kind of reminds me of X-Men. This honestly was just a really quick drawing that I wanted to do. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. And if I spent like 2 hours or 3 hours on this. If I spent more time on it, it would have came out a lot better. But this is Goku and Vegeta, Ape Vegeta. But yeah, here's how it looks. When I first started, I mean, I didn't think I'd be able to do drawing every day. It's really difficult because you're thinking of how much time it's going to take you to do the drawing, and then what do you have planned that day. So you kind of have to manage your time better and be really focused. You get really distracted while you're drawing. Getting the colors right, because I can't always look at a picture, that's Kahlua, and get the colors right. I think that's sketching it out is the hardest part for me, sketching out a drawing. But to get my proportions right, I just try to, everything, like I said before, is relative to itself. So you compare how big is the head compared to how long the arm is. So the arm might be 1, 2, 2.5, or not 2.5, like 2 4/5 the size of the head. And you take all that into consideration so that the proportions come out correct. You see his chest is a lot bigger than his head. Everything's just measuring and trial and error too. But this was Spider-Man versus Killer Croc. This is one of my, I'm a big Marvel fan, so a lot of my drawings are Marvel. This was a little collage of Goku's different forms, really colorful, really, I like the composition of it. It's really structured well, fills up the whole page, looks really cool, really colorful. I don't know, it's not all his forms, it's not Super Saiyan 2 and of course Super Saiyan 4, but I think the person I first saw draw something like this was Art Canimex or something like that. Artist Canimex. You can check out the video that I did of it. I have her linked in the description. Naruto. I did this on the 23rd. This is Naruto. No whiskers. I completely forgot when I was doing it, but still turned out good, right? That was done in Copics. This is Hit. The blending didn't turn out so good right here. I kind of went over it with colored pencil and then marker, which you shouldn't really do because it's just going to turn out nasty. But overall, it's a pretty decent drawing. He's a pretty cool character. He's got like 18 abs or something. Luffy, this is one of my easier drawings, but Luffy's really cool. Here's a closer look. Yeah. Turned out pretty good. I think I said that like 8 times. The legendary Prince of All Saiyans. I don't like that the markers did this. See how it's kind of blotchy and weird right here, but it still looks cool. Vegeta looks cool. And all my paper that I use is Strathmore Bristol paper, the white one. The tan one is Tone Tan. This, of course, is Goku in his Ultra Instinct form. This was from that special that they had, was it 108, 109, episode 108, where he does the blast and he's in Ultra Instinct form. But this is just, look at the black flames and the blue. Yeah. It looks a little bit different on camera. It doesn't. Slightly different. The camera kind of alters the blue a little bit, but this is how it looks. So I'm coming up on 500 subs. Well, past. I'm at like 515 now. But I'm gonna start doing a lot of different things, putting out different videos. I might do a setup video, because I know when I first started out, this is McMahon, I wanted to like know how people had their setup, how they rigged their camera, what camera they used. But I'm also gonna be doing like working with different mediums and maybe do some watercolor. This is 0. but try to change it up a little bit, you know, because I mean everybody does speed drawing videos. Maybe do some tutorials as well. You know, just switch it up a little bit. But this is Bass, of course. One of the final bosses in Mega Man. Just a few throwback. I used to play the Mega Man games back in the day. For the Game Boy Advance was a Blue Moon and Red Sun, I think. Red Sun. I might do some sketchbook tours of my old sketchbooks. You can kind of see how far I come. This is the last drawing I did. This was on the 31st. I did this Halloween. This is Jack Skeleton. This was one of the drawings I could have spent a lot more time on. It would have turned out so much nicer, but I was kind of just wanting to get it done because this was the end of the month and I was really exhausted. So I was just like, let me do this real quick, put it out there for the peeps. But this is the last one. But yeah, Inktober, it's been pretty dope, pretty cool. Learned a lot about what I can and can't do in the time frame that I had. But thanks for 500 subs. Those are all of my Inktober drawings. I thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next one.